Good day, everyone. Welcome to our chemistry class for today. So, start. Let's have a quick recall on our past lesson about electron configuration. I hope you still remember our topic about electron configuration. If you forgot, you can always go back to our YouTube channel to watch it over and over again. Okay, so let's start. Let me ask you the electron configuration of sodium with atomic number of 11. You can grab your periodic table, your paper and pen. You can pause this video if you want more time in answering this question. Okay. So the answer is, okay, please check your work. Let's go to the second one. Copper with atomic number of 29. Okay, so this is the correct electron configuration of copper. And for the last one, iodine, it's a bit long. Atomic number 53. Okay, and the correct answer is this one. Okay, so I hope everybody got all correct answer for our recall. Next, let's go to our topic. Our topic for today is about quantum number. So our milk is explained how the quantum number, how mechanical model of the atom describes the energies and positions of the electron. Okay. Take note of our objective for today, which are define and describe quantum numbers, and you should be able to give the correct quantum numbers of the element. Okay. So the question is, what are quantum numbers? Quantum numbers are a set of numbers which is used to describe the position and energy of the electron in the atom. So by using quantum number, we can imagine or we can figure out where is the location of those electrons in the orbital. Next, it is used to completely describe the electron's location around the nucleus of the atom. Okay, yan po yung sinabi ko kanina. Also, we have, when we say quantum numbers, we should take note of these 4 types of quantum number. The principal, the angular, the magnetic, and the spin quantum numbers. So every electron of an atom has its own set of quantum numbers. So iba-iba po yan. Every atom is very unique with other atoms. Hindi po pwedeng merong magkaparehong atom na pareho yung 4 sets of quantum numbers niya. It is very impossible po. There are 4 quantum numbers associated with each electron of an atom. The first 3 quantum numbers specify the orbital. Okay? Specify the orbital of the electron, while the 4th quantum number describes the spin of the electrons. Okay? Take note of those characteristics. Okay, it is also important to take note the principle, the Pauli exclusion principle. What is this principle? It states that no 2 electrons in an atom can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers. Yan po yung sinabi ko kanina. Ulitin ko ulit. An atom is very unique. Hindi po pwede magkaroon siya ng kapareho niyang sets of quantum numbers with other atoms. Okay? So please take that in mind. So let's start with the principal quantum number. So principal quantum number is denoted by the symbol small letter n, and it identifies the main energy level of the electron being referred to. So we have to look at the main energy level. So the possible values of n are positive integers from 1 to 7. Hindi po pwede magkaroon tayo ng value of 0 sa ating principal quantum numbers. So using the Bohr's model of an atom, we can say that this on the first main energy level, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have to take a look, or we have to give emphasis on the last main shell or the last main energy level if we want to derive the correct principal quantum number. Let's have this exercise. So assuming we have calcium with atomic number of 20. So ito po yung kanyang electron configuration. And the last main shell is 4s2. So kailangan po natin i-take note ang last main energy shell niya, which is 4. Ayan. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So the last main shell on the last part of your electron configuration, yun po yung i-consider natin as the principal quantum number. So kung 4 po ang last main energy shell niya, the value of your n will be 4. Ayan po yung pinagbasihan natin. Okay? Next is aluminum. So the last main shell is 3p1. So ano kaya ang kanyang principal quantum number? Okay, if your answer is 3, you are correct. Okay, sana po malinaw sa atin ang pagkuha ng principal quantum number. Just look at the last main energy level or last main shell. Okay, let's proceed to the second one, the angular momentum quantum number. This quantum number is denoted by L. It corresponds to the subshell or the sub-level. Naalala ba natin yung sub-levels na pinag-usapan natin before? So sana naalala pa natin siya. It describes the shape of the sub-level within an energy level. Okay. So I have here the 3 sub-levels. You have the S, the P, the D, and the F. Okay, that's F. Okay. The question is, what will be our angular momentum quantum number? For the sub-level sub-level S, our angular momentum is always equal to 0. For our P sub-level, the angular momentum is always equal to 1. For the D, the angular momentum quantum number is equal to 2. And for F, the angular momentum quantum number is equal to 3. So please take note of those numbers, the value of each sub-levels. So again, for the S, you have 0. For the P, you have 1. For the D, you have 2. And for the F, you have 3. Yun lang po yung pagbabasihan natin for the angular momentum quantum number. Okay. So let's have this drill. So the question is, what is the angular momentum quantum number of 3p5? Anong unang gagawin? Tumingin sa sublevel. Ano ba ang sublevel na kailangan kong tignan? And that is P. So let's go back. Ano ba yung value ng P? Sa kaninang slide na pinag-usapan natin. That is, the angular momentum would become 1 because P is equal to 1 for the angular momentum. Next is, question is, what is the angular momentum quantum number of 5F5? So again, look at the sub-level, which is F. And then think, what is the value of F? And that is 3. Okay? So, I hope this is very clear for the angular momentum quantum number. Let's move on. So, let's move to the magnetic quantum number. We're done with the first two. So, let's go to the third one. Okay, when we say magnetic quantum number, it is denoted by the value, it is denoted by M sub L, and it describes the orbital within the sublevel. Okay, so take note of that. It describes the orbital within the sublevel. Okay, also we can say that magnetic quantum number is may connection po yan sa ating value ng ating angular quantum number. So, paano natin nasabi magka-connection po yan? We will discuss it po slowly. Okay. So, for example po, our angular quantum number is 0, which is sublevel S. The value of our ML is 0. Bakit po kaya? Okay, so una isipin natin, ilang po bang orbital ang ibibigay natin under sa S sublevel or kung meron kang zero na angular quantum number? Isa lang. Isang orbital lang. Bakit? Kasi yung isang orbital can accommodate a maximum of 2 electrons. Alam natin na itong si S sublevel, kaya niyang i-occupy ay 2, maximum of 2. That's why we assigned S as having 1 orbital. For the second one, you have the angular. If the angular is 1, that is under sublevel P. How many orbitals po ang ating i-assign? If it can accommodate 6 electrons, we can use 3 orbitals. Okay? So, for example, the possible values are from negative 1, 0, and positive 1. Next one is, if the angular is 2, that is sublevel D, a maximum of 10 electrons. It has how many orbitals? 5. Okay, and the possible values are from negative 2 up to positive 2. For the last one, if the angular is 3, that is under sublevel F with a maximum number electrons of 14. How many orbitals? 7. From negative 3 up to positive 3. Okay, yan po yung mga value ng bawat orbital. So, discuss po natin yan ng mas maigi sa ating mamayang mga exercises. Ayan, sana po malinaw po sa atin yan. Again, for the 0, angular, isang orbital lang po. And always, it is always equal to 0. For if the angular is 1, P po yun, so there are 3 orbitals. If the angular is 2, may 5 po tayong orbitals. At if the angular is 3, meron po tayong 7 orbitals. Okay? So let's go to some exercises for magnetic quantum number. So what is the value of M sub L in 3p3? Okay. So ang tanong, Ilang orbitals ang ilalagay ko if it has a p sublevel? Okay, if your answer is 3, you are correct. Okay, yan na po, nakagawa na tayo tatlong orbital. Now, we will distribute these 3 electrons in our orbitals. Laging tatandaan na pag nag-distribute po tayo, laging unahin po muna lahat arrow up. Okay, before ka mag-arrow down. Pag completely filled na po lahat ng orbitals using the arrow up, then that's the time na mag-arrow down na po tayo. Okay, so tatlong ating didistribute. This is 1, 2, and 3. Dito po tayo huminto sa ating orbital. What is the value of this orbital? If your answer is positive 1, you are correct. Okay, let's proceed to the second one. What is the value of the magnetic quantum number in 4s2? How many orbitals for 4s2? S? How many? 1. So, distribute po natin yung dalawang electrons. 1. Since isa lang siya, mag-arrow down na ako. 2. So, what is the value of our magnetic quantum number? That is equal to 0. Okay. Sana po clear sa atin ng maigi ang magnetic quantum number. Let's go to the last one, spin quantum number. It is denoted by the symbol m sub s. When we say spin quantum number, we are after with the orientation or direction of the electron. The possible answers for the spin quantum numbers are positive 1/2 or negative 1/2. Mamaya po, discuss natin when do we know na positive 1/2 and negative 1/2 ang gagamitin natin. Okay, let's have this diagram. Okay, sabi po natin kanina na ang isang orbital po can occupy a maximum of 2 electrons. So, if we end, kunwari po, dito tayo nag-end sa arrow up, automatic po na ang gagamitin natin ay positive 1/2. Pag po nag-end tayo sa sa arrow down, so our spin quantum number is negative 1/2. Yun lang po ang kailangan natin tandaan para makuha natin ang spin quantum number. Okay, so let's move on to the drill or exercises for the spin quantum number. Remember mga anak, pag sinabi nating spin quantum number, ang iisipin yung direction, yung orientation ng electron. Okay? Dalawa yung sagot, either positive 1/2 or negative 1/2. Let's try to answer this. So find the spin quantum number of 3p5. Iisipin, yung P, ilang orbitals ba ang kailangan kong i-drawing? The answer? 3. So, from these 3 orbitals, didistribute na natin yung 5 electron. Okay? So, starting with arrow up. Don't forget that ha, laging arrow up. So, 1, 2, 3. So, arrow down. 4, and 5. Nagtapos po tayo sa arrow going down. And the answer is, kung arrow going down, it should be negative 1/2. Also din po, laging tatandaan, pag nakita mo na huminto ka sa orbital at nakita mo paired, ibig sabihin po dalawa, it means that your answer should be negative 1/2. Okay? So, let's try the second one. So, what is the spin of 4s1? Tanong ulit, ilang orbital ang meron sa S? Isa. Kaya, didistribute na natin yung isang electron. So, arrow up, isa lang, 1. Okay, nakita mo, nagtapos ka sa arrow going up. So, that is a positive 1/2. Or, kung mababasihan mo naman compared or unpaired, this is unpaired. Ibig sabihin ng unpaired, wala siyang kasama doon sa orbital niya. So, kung unpaired siya, that is positive 1/2. O, diba? Madali lang yung spin quantum number. Ayan. So, tingin ko, handang-handa na tayo sa drill na ating gagawin. So, bago tayo sumagot, isipin natin yung mga learnings natin mula principal, angular, magnetic, and the spin quantum number. Galingan natin, mga anak. Okay? Okay, so let's go to our final exercise. So let's try to find the 4 quantum numbers. So, ngayon, pagsamasamahin natin lahat ng learnings natin from principal, angular momentum, ano yung pangatlo? Magnetic, and the spin quantum number. Okay, so let's try to do the first one, 5p5. You can pause the video. If you need more time, grab your paper and pen, then try to remember what we have discussed. Okay? Okay, I think you are now ready for the answers. You're done? So let us check one by one. So for the n, the principal quantum number is equal to 5. Why? Because we have to look at the last main energy level, which is 5. That's why we have the value 5. Ayan po. For the next, we have L. So, L, take note, ano ba ang L natin? That is angular. Pag sinabing angular, kailangan natin i-check ang sublevel. Ano ba ang sublevel natin dito? Yung P. Okay. Now, ano ba ang value ng P? P is equal to 1. That's why our angular is 1. Okay. Next, for our magnetic, bakit po naging 0 ang sagot? Try natin i-prove yan. Okay. We'll try to draw first yung number of orbitals. Since nasa P tayo, ilang orbitals po ulit ang P sublevel? 3. Now, we will distribute these 2 electrons. Arrow up muna. So, 1, 2. Dito tayo huminto sa orbital na to. Ano ba ang value niyan? This is positive 1. This is negative 1. So, this is 0. That's why our ML is 0. Okay. Last one, the spin. Okay, natapos po tayo sa arrow up. Unpaired siya. So, automatic, that will be positive 1. Okay, sana clear sa atin yung first example. For the second one, we have 6d7. Okay. Pause again if you need more time. Let's try to check. For your principal quantum number, the value is, check your work, 6 because, ayun o, 6 yung main energy level. Okay, second one, the angular is 2. Bakit? D is equal to 2, kaya naging angular natin is 2. For our magnetic, bakit naging negative 1 yan? So, try to draw the orbital again. Ilan po ang orbital ng ating D sublevel? Pagpasensyahan nyo na po yung aking drawing. There are how many po? 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ayan. So, distribute natin yung 7. So, 7 electrons going up muna. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We still need 2. So 5, 6, 7. Dito tayo huminto sa orbital na to. Ano kaya ang value ng orbital na to? If this is 0, so this is negative 1. Kaya po, naging negative 1 ang sagot natin dito. Okay? So, last one. The spin quantum number, that is, huminto tayo sa arrow going down. So, paired, dalawa po sila. So, that is negative 1/2. Okay? So, sana po malinaw na malinaw sa atin ang 4 sets of quantum numbers. And by that, siguro po, marami na tayong learnings ngayon, no? So, papaalam na po ako. Marami pong salamat sa pakikinig. And I want you to remember this. Study hard, do good, and good life will surely follow. Okay? Tatandaan niyo po yan, ha? Kahit po ngayong panahon ng pandemic, we need to study, mga anak. Kahit mahirap, laban lang. So, para in the future, we achieve our goals. Okay? Again, goodbye and have a nice day, everybody. Bye!